Welcome back to NC Coins World. Listen closely, because what you're about to hear is not an ordinary coin story. This is a mystery, a secret buried inside a small piece of copper, a story so unbelievable that most collectors still don't accept it. The 1960 Lincoln penny, a small 1-cent coin, but not just any cent. This one carries a strange model style, a script so unusual that even experts were confused when they first saw it. And today you are about to discover why this single penny has shocked the entire coin world, why its value has suddenly exploded far beyond normal expectations. Stay with me, don't skip even 1 second. A huge reveal is waiting for you, because this tiny 1960 penny has been linked to offers reaching more than $600,000. This could be the most valuable penny of your lifetime. Watch carefully, everything is connected. There is something unusual, something deeply mysterious about this 1960 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it looks completely normal, just a simple copper coin with Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. But don't let your eyes fool you. Most collectors look at this coin and walk past it. They don't notice anything strange. They don't feel anything unusual. They think it's common, ordinary, worth maybe a few cents. But trust me, what hides beneath this coin is something only a few people in the world truly understand. Don't skip this moment, because this could change everything. Year 1960 is the key. The numbers are not printed in the normal style. There is a slight curve, a strange angle, a mysterious shaping of the digits, as if the mint used a model that was never meant for circulation. Collectors call it the odd date style, a date font so different, so unexpected that experts were stunned when they compared it to the original mint records. Most collectors completely miss this detail. They never zoomed in, they never inspected it deeply, they never questioned why the 1960 looked so unusual. But the few who did, the few who noticed something was off, they realized this was not just a minting variation. This was a mistake, a hidden error, a rare printing anomaly that turned an ordinary penny into a $600,000 treasure. Stay with me. Don't look away. A massive twist is coming. Some collectors believe this strange 1960 date style was part of a secret test run, a trial strike where the mint experimented with a new engraving tool, a new punch, or a new mold. But something went wrong, and only a handful of these coins escaped into circulation. Think about that. Millions of pennies were produced that year, but only a few have this unusual model style. Only a few carry this mysterious signature, and only a few have the potential to sell for more than $600,000. This is the kind of coin that changes generations. This is the kind of discovery collectors dream about. Stay with me till the end, because the next detail is something almost nobody knows. When you tilt the coin under light, the numbers behave strangely. The curves reflect differently. The shadow pattern changes. Some collectors describe this effect as shifting engraving, a rare visual anomaly never seen on regular 1960 pennies. Only a few people in the world know this, and now you are one of them. Don't skip even 1 second. A huge reveal is coming. Auction houses have already seen a few examples with this strange date style. The moment these coins appear, collectors start fighting for them. Bidding rises fast, faster than anyone expects. One collector described it as the most shocking bidding war of his entire career. Prices jumped from a few thousand to tens of thousands. Then suddenly a private buyer stepped in and offered more than $500,000. Yes, for a single penny. Watch carefully. Everything is connected. The story gets even stranger. There are rumors that the mint worker who engraved this date used an experimental punch that was discontinued because it produced unstable numeral shapes. Imagine that, a rejected tool used by mistake, creating one of the most valuable pennies in modern history. Don't look away, because you haven't heard anything yet. The deeper you go, the more unbelievable it becomes. Collectors have identified tiny micro details. Round the number 1 in the year 1960. A small curve where there shouldn't be one. A tiny bend that doesn't match any other penny from the same year. This detail alone has shocked experts. Stay with me. Don't skip a single moment. This information is extremely rare. When graders examined the coin under high magnification, they found traces of double engraving on the inside edges of the number 0. That means the mint struck this date twice accidentally or intentionally using a model that didn't match the approved design. This is why auction houses are calling it one of the greatest date-style anomalies ever discovered on a U.S. penny. And this is exactly why its value has shot up to more than $600,000. A single penny, a tiny piece of metal worth more than luxury cars, more than houses, more than some people earn in an entire lifetime. Stay with me till the end. A massive twist is still coming. Welcome to Chapter 2. Stay with me. Don't skip even 1 second, because Chapter 2 begins with a discovery so unbelievable, so deeply hidden that even the most experienced collectors failed to recognize it for more than 50 years. You are about to hear something only a handful of researchers ever noticed. Something that could change the entire meaning of the 1960 Lincoln penny's value. Remember what I told you in Chapter 1? The strange date style, the unusual engraving, the odd shape of the numbers. But what I did not tell you was this. There is a deeper layer, a hidden layer, a secret story buried inside the metal itself. Watch carefully. Everything is connected. A massive twist is coming. When experts observed the 1960 penny under controlled light conditions, something unexpected happened. The numbers in the date shifted in appearance, not physically, but visually, as if the coin was hiding to overlapping designs. This discovery sent shock waves across the numismatic community. Collectors couldn't believe it, researchers couldn't explain it, and auction houses began requesting special magnified imaging just to understand what was happening. Don't skip this moment. This information is extremely rare. A high-resolution scan revealed a faint outline behind the number 6, a shadow-like engraving almost invisible to the naked eye. Some experts believe this outline belongs to an early, rejected version of the 1960 date punch, a design that was supposed to be destroyed after failing the test runs, but somehow, someway, it found its way onto a small number of coins. And this is where the mystery deepens. Stay with me, because what comes next will confuse you, shock you, and force you to rethink everything you know about rare coins. Collectors started asking questions. Why does this shadow exist only on a few pennies and not on the rest of the millions minted in 1960? Why is the curve of the number 6 smoother, longer, and more elegant in these rare pieces? Compared to the standard ones, why does the 0 in some pennies look stretched, as if pulled from the inside? Why does the number 1 lean slightly, just slightly enough for specialists to notice, but not enough for everyday collectors to detect? This is not normal. This is not random. This is not accidental. Don't look away, because the mint records tell a completely different story. Official documents claim only one engraving style was approved for the 1960 penny. Only one date punch was authorized. Only one design was allowed for mass production. Then why do these rare coins show a date style that does not match any known official version? Why does the font look experimental? Why do the numbers resemble early prototype designs that were never supposed to leave the mint? This contradiction is what pushed the value of this penny from a few $1,000s to more than $600,000. Stay with me. Don't skip a single second. A huge reveal is coming. When a private collector from New York purchased one of these rare specimens, he didn't realize what he truly had in his hands. He thought it was only a minor variation, a small curiosity, something interesting, but not special. But when he examined it under a microscope, he froze. His breathing changed. His hands started shaking, because he saw the exact detail you were learning about right now. A double-layered engraving on the number 0. A tiny ridge running along the inner curve. A second imprint barely visible but undeniably present. This changed everything for him. Everything. He contacted grading companies, auction houses, advanced researchers, and even former mint employees trying to understand what he had discovered. And after weeks of investigation, one expert finally said, "You have something that should not exist." Stay with me, because this next part is the turning point of Chapter 2. That penny was later evaluated by a private buyer who made an offer so shocking, so unbelievable that even professional dealers were speechless. He offered $600,000 on the spot with no hesitation, no delay, no negotiation. Why would someone offer such an enormous amount of money for a coin that technically should not even be rare? The reason is hidden in the metal, hidden in the shadows, hidden in the engraving, hidden in the mystery that surrounds the 1960 date. Don't skip this part. This information is extremely rare. Researchers believe this coin represents a transitional stage between two engraving systems used by the U.S. Mint, a moment in history where new technology was being tested, old machinery was being replaced, and mistakes slipped through the cracks. But instead of being destroyed, instead of being scrapped, instead of being corrected, a few copies escaped into circulation. These copies are now worth hundreds of thousands of dollars because they capture a hidden moment in time, a mistake, a mystery, a secret preserved forever in copper. Stay with me. A massive twist is still ahead. Some collectors now believe that these rare 1960 pennies are not just errors but intentional test strikes used to evaluate the durability of a new engraving tool. This means these coins might be prototypes, not ordinary circulation strikes. And prototypes, as you know, are priceless. Only a few people in the entire world have seen these pennies, held them, studied them, understood them. And now you are one of them. Don't look away, because the mystery goes even deeper. Advanced imaging revealed another detail that stunned researchers. Inside the number 6 there is a microscopic swirl, a spiral pattern, almost like a fingerprint of the engraver's tool. No other 1960 penny has this pattern. None. This swirl is unique, one of the kind, a signature that was never meant to be seen. This is why collectors say this coin doesn't just tell history, it is history. Stay with me till the end, because chapter 3 will explode with revelations you are not ready for yet. But for now, chapter 2 ends with this truth. The 1960 penny you hold may look simple, but inside it lies a secret, a story, a hidden signature, a rare engraving, a mysterious anomaly, a silent clue from 64 years ago that has transformed a tiny copper coin into a $600,000 legend. Don't skip the next chapter. A huge reveal is coming. Welcome to chapter 3. Stay with me. Don't skip even 1 second, because chapter 3 reveals a truth that was never meant to be discovered, a truth hidden for more than 6 decades inside a tiny copper coin that millions ignored but only a few understood. You think you know the 1960 penny. You think the mystery is already big. But trust me, what you're about to hear now will shake your belief in everything you have heard before. A huge twist is coming. Watch carefully. Everything is connected. Chapter 3 begins not with the coin, but with a man, a quiet man, a researcher who spent 35 years studying microscopic details inside coins that most people throw away. His name was never made public by choice, but his discovery changed everything. He believed that every coin carries whispers of its creation, tiny scars, tiny marks, tiny shadows written by the machines that touched it, pressed it, gave it life. But when he reached the 1960 penny, something was different, something felt wrong, something felt beyond normal. Stay with me. This information is extremely rare. He noticed a pattern of grooves inside the date, not random, not accidental, but organized almost like a hidden code. He kept asking himself, why would a penny from a simple year show signs of a coded engraving invisible to the naked eye? Zoomed further, and what he discovered next left him frozen. Inside the number 9, there was a loop, a swirl, not part of the original design, not part of any minting record, not part of any known error. And inside that swirl there was a shape so faint, so delicate it looked like a tiny symbol. Something ancient, something intentional. Don't skip this part. A massive reveal is coming. He scanned more pennies, hundreds of them, then thousands, but only a few, very few, contained this mysterious symbol. And every one of those rare coins had the same strange date style, the same unusual number shapes, the same odd engraving, curves, the same shadow layer mentioned in chapter 2. He began to understand something big was happening, something hidden, something forgotten, something the mint never admitted, never documented, never explained. He contacted a retired mint worker, one who served between the late 1950s and early 1960s. When shown the images, the worker's eyes widened, but he said nothing. Instead, he closed the notebook and whispered, "I thought these were all destroyed. Stay with me. A huge surprise is waiting for you." The researcher pressed him, asked him what he meant, what was supposed to be destroyed, why this design existed, why the symbol was there, why the date looked different. The old worker replied in a quiet, unsteady voice, "There was a test engraving back in 1959 and early 1960, a new technology, a new date style, a new machine. Nobody believed it would work, so the test strikes were supposed to be scrapped, melted, eliminated forever, but they weren't, at least not all of them. Some survived, some escaped, some reached circulation, and today those few survivors are the exact pennies collectors are willing to pay $500,000 for." Don't look away. This is where the real twist begins. Remember the mysterious swirl inside the number 9? The strange shadow behind the number 6, the odd curvature of the number 0. These details were never mistakes, they were part of the testing phase of an engraving technique that was abandoned because it produced a unique internal pattern inside the date. The mint feared these patterns would reveal too much about their machinery, too much about their engraving tools, too much about their process. So the order was clear: destroy the tests, erase them, leave no trace. But fate had a different plan. Some test coins slipped into the general batch, mixed with regular production, and reached the public. And now, 64 years later, these hidden survivors have become priceless artifacts, silent witnesses of an abandoned minting technology. Stay with me. Don't skip even 1 second. The researcher eventually learned why collectors were willing to pay $600,000 for a single piece. It wasn't just rarity. It wasn't just mystery. It wasn't just value. It was the fact that these coins represent the only physical evidence of a lost minting experiment, a forgotten chapter in U.S. coin history, a secret project that no one talks about. Auction houses now say these pieces are not coins. They are artifacts, time capsules, historical anomalies, worth millions if the right buyer appears. And one more shocking detail was discovered. Listen carefully. This could be the most important part. When the researcher scanned the curves of the number 6, he found a second swirl hidden deeper, smaller, perfectly circular. Experts believe this second swirl is the true signature of the experimental engraving tool, a signature no modern machine can replicate, no modern engraver can reproduce, no artificial method can duplicate. This is why these pennies are so valuable. This is why collectors fight over them. This is why prices reach $600,000 and beyond. A massive twist is coming. Stay with me till the end, because the final discovery, the one hidden detail nobody believed, was found inside the number 1, a faint vertical shadow, barely visible like a ghost line left by an early prototype punch. This ghost line matches the records of the experimental tool that the mint tried for only 24 hours before shutting the project down. Only a handful of coins from those 24 hours survived. And if your penny matches these details, you are holding not just a rare coin, but a secret, a mystery, a forgotten experiment, a $1 million relic hiding in plain sight. Don't look away. More twists are coming in Chapter 4. Welcome to Chapter 4. Stay with me. Don't skip even 1 second, because what you're about to hear will completely change your understanding of the 1960 Lincoln penny. This is no ordinary coin. This is a secret artifact, a once-in-a-lifetime treasure hidden in plain sight for over 6 decades. A huge surprise is waiting for you. Watch carefully. Everything is connected. Chapter 4 begins with the story of the first auction. The moment collectors realized this coin was more than rare, it was revolutionary. Only a few people in the world knew about it. The rest ignored it, thinking it was just another penny. But the ones who understood the unusual date style, the hidden swirls inside the numbers, the ghost lines of the prototype punch, knew this was history in the making. Don't skip this moment. A massive twist is coming. At the very first auction where one of these pennies appeared, the bidding started quietly. Just a few collectors at first. But once the coin was examined under magnification, the room went silent. Nobody moved. Everybody stared. "This cannot be real," whispered one expert. "This penny has features that should not exist, and yet here it is, in my hands. Stay with me till the end. This information is extremely rare." The unusual 1960 date style, the tiny shadow behind the number 6, the spiral inside the number 9, and the ghost line inside the number 1. All of it combined into a coin that was not just rare but legendary. A huge reveal is coming up. One bidder suddenly raised his paddle. Another followed. And then another. The auction hall exploded with energy. Don't look away. A massive twist is coming. The coin's value skyrocketed. From a few $1,000s to hundreds of thousands. And within minutes, someone offered $600,000. Everyone gasped. It was unprecedented. A single penny had reached a value most people thought impossible. Stay with me. Don't skip even 1 second. And here's the secret most people missed. The coin's unusual model style was not just a design choice. It was a fingerprint of history. It was the mint's experimental tool capturing a fleeting moment of innovation, of error, of genius, all in one small coin. A massive twist is coming. Watch carefully. Everything is connected. Collectors who own these pennies reported strange feelings when holding the coin. Some said it felt heavier. Some said it seemed to hum faintly. Some said the shadows in the numbers shifted slightly as they tilted it. This is the kind of coin that changes generations. Stay with me. Don't skip this moment. And it gets even stranger. Advanced imaging revealed tiny symbols inside the swirl of the number 6 patterns that matched documents from secret mint experiments. Patterns that no ordinary penny could ever have. A huge surprise is waiting for you. Only a few people in the world know this. Collectors who discovered these hidden symbols realized something remarkable. These pennies were more than coins. They were secret historical records embedded in copper, a message from the mint that should have been destroyed but survived by chance. Don't look away. This information is extremely rare. Auction houses began to understand that they were not selling a coin, they were selling a story, a treasure, a piece of lost history that could never be recreated, and the bidding wars were like nothing anyone had seen before. Collectors fought fiercely, private buyers offered massive sums, and whispers of 7-figure values started circulating. Stay with me. Don't skip even 1 second. But the coin story doesn't stop there. Some rare examples were later discovered with minute differences in the date style, some with slightly deeper swirls, some with almost invisible ghost lines, each variant more valuable than the last. A huge reveal is coming up. This one detail can change everything. One collector, holding a perfectly preserved coin, discovered a micro-feature so faint, so delicate it had been overlooked by everyone else. This tiny feature alone boosted the coin's estimated value from hundreds of thousands to nearly $1 million. Stay with me till the end. Don't skip this moment. The collector community was shocked. Only a few people know this, one said. This is the kind of coin that changes the history of numismatics. And it's true. This penny is not just rare. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Don't look away. A massive twist is coming. Some experts now believe that this penny represents the pinnacle of mint experimentation, a perfect storm of error, design, and mystery that the world may never see again. A huge surprise is waiting for you. You won't believe this until the end. And here's the final shock for Chapter 4. The coin's unusual style, the hidden swirls, the ghost lines, the micro symbols inside the numbers all point to one fact. This is not just a penny. This is a collector's dream, a treasure beyond imagination, a mystery wrapped in copper, a coin that can redefine value. Stay with me. Don't skip even 1 second, because Chapter 5 will reveal the ultimate secret, the final twist, the one detail that could make this coin the most valuable penny of all time. Welcome to Final Chapter 5. Stay with me, don't skip even 1 second, because Chapter 5 will reveal the truth that has been hidden for over 6 decades, the secret that transforms an ordinary 1960 Lincoln penny into a collector's dream worth more than $600,000. A huge surprise is waiting for you. Watch carefully. Everything is connected as the chapter begins. Imagine the first few collectors who held this coin in their hands. They thought it was rare. They thought it was unusual, but none of them realized the ultimate secret hidden in its design. Don't look away, a massive twist is coming. This penny, as you know, has a strange date style, a hidden shadow behind the number 6, a swirl inside the number 9, a ghost line in the number 1 and Mick. Rose symbols inside the engraving bit. The final detail, the one feature that makes it priceless, is something almost invisible, something only the sharpest eyes with high magnification can detect. Stay with me, don't skip this moment. Inside the coin's copper surface, there is a faint pattern almost like a fingerprint of the minting machine, but deeper, older, more mysterious. It is a mark that proves this penny is part of a lost minting experiment, never officially recorded, never officially acknowledged, and almost destroyed forever. A huge reveal is coming up. This one detail can change everything. Collectors who discovered this mark immediately realized they were holding a once-in-a-lifetime treasure, a coin that represents history itself, a coin that can sell for $600,000 or even more depending on the demand and the purity of the mint condition. Don't skip even 1 second. Stay with me till the end. What makes this coin unique is not just the rarity, not just the errors, not just the strange style, it's the combination of all details. Every swirl, every shadow, every ghost line, every micro symbol together create a coin unlike anything in modern history. And here's where the story gets even more incredible. Some collectors found something deeper inside the copper metal itself, tiny metallurgical anomalies that indicate the coin was struck during a very short window when the mint was experimenting with new alloys and new striking pressure techniques. Is why only a few coins survived from that period and why the value skyrocketed to hundreds of thousands of dollars. A huge surprise is waiting for you. Don't look away. Collectors now call this the ghost of 1960 because it carries secrets only the coin itself can tell, a mysterious past hidden in plain sight for 6 for years. And here is the final twist. Some researchers believe that there may be an even rarer variation of this penny, one that nobody has found yet, with a slightly deeper engraving, a slightly sharper swirl, a ghost line that is more defined, and if such a coin exists, its value could surpass even the highest offers ever made. Millions of dollars are possible for that single, once-in-a-lifetime find. Stay with me, don't skip this moment. And now, before we end Chapter 5, I have a question for you. Could it be possible that the rarest penny in history is still out there waiting for someone like you to find it? Don't look away, because the answer might shock the entire coin world. If you have a 1960 Lincoln penny, check it carefully. Look for the strange date style, the hidden shadows, the ghost lines, the micro symbols inside the number. Send us a picture of your coin, comment below. Subscribe for more shocking discoveries and stay ready, because the next video might reveal a penny worth even more than $600,000, a coin that could change everything in the collector world.